crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. The Philadelphia 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic in Orlando. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Ricky Rubio is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Embiid in at the 5.
Hey guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. T dishes to Booker. Lopez outside. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. He used that pick just right. Teague's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about that screen by D-Wade?
Pass to Beal. Rubio outside. The 76ers need to get off a shot. To the right side. Aminu. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lopez a screen. And Teague, here we go. The offensive rebound. Porzingis passes to Teague. Inside. The second chance effort. Lopez with the bucket.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Nuggets in Denver. And Rubio kicks to Aldridge. Comes up empty off the pick.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Lopez a screen. Out to Wade. And the 3 off target. 76ers trailing. It's Beal on the wing. Rubio outside. Embiid the screen. Beal gets a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lopez a screen on Rubio. There's the pick. Lopez a screen. Booker up top. He's covered by Beal. Pulls up from the corner. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the 3rd straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was, could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
The 76ers leading by 4. Dishes to Embiid. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Teague.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's clear for the Sixers, the plan has been to continue to add good young players. Eventually, I think they'll be a force in the East. There's no guarantee, but they've got a plan and they're sticking to it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
A lot of teams that win a title often have a former #1 pick leading the way, or at least a top 3 NBA draft pick as their leader. So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Adams, he's checked in for Lopez. Millsap comes in for Porzingis. Lamb, he's checked in for Booker. And Kendall Marshall subbed in for T.
All right, fans, one more time. Keep it going for your Silver Dancers.
Now, here's Marshall. Guarded closely. From deep three-point range. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Rubio. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Spurs trail by 6. Marshall with it. The feed to Millsap. He kicks it to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. And nothing is falling for him right now. The 76ers leading by 6. Right side Aldridge. Kicks to Beal. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Beal. It's tipped. Stolen by Wade. Tipped away. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
This season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Millsap left side. Marshall can't hit. The 76ers leading by 4. Aldridge with a screen on Wade. And the pass to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
The Spurs making a switch here. Teague's checked in. And he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 6. Passes it to Lamb. Millsap a screen. Wade kicks to Teague. Outside Millsap. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
Jack inside the line. Great D that time from T.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Here's Levine. Rebounded by Lamb.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Wade drives in from outside the arc.
That's a three.
And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Wade. And the Spurs lead by 2. Jack against T. Feeds to Lure. The kick out to Jack. The dish to Winslow. Shot to stop the run. Good work defensively by Millsap. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. T dishes to Lamb. He feeds it to Adams. T Wade on the wing. Adams, the pass to T. From beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, Spurs.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Winslow wide open. He fires. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Outside Teague. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Wade. The layup off target. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Here we go.
Spurs lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
San Antonio, please give it up for the Spurs Phoenix team.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Green. Adams is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Teague, and it's Lamb, the 2 guard. Outside Teague. Pass to Lamb. Outside Millsap. Misses the 3. The 76ers trailing. Outside Jack. He dishes it to Plumlee. He gets stolen by Lamb. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And Jack kicks to Levine. To the paint. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. Kendall Marshall's checked in for Jeff Teague.
Spurs. Kendall Marshall.
6 on the shot clock. Jack with it. Guarded now by Marshall. He gets stolen by Lamb. In transition, here come the Spurs. Marshall's running. And Adams kicks to Marshall. Green with a screen for Marshall. 4 on the shot clock. Millsap can't get it to go. The 76ers trailed by 4.
And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
And Lure gets it to go. Lure's got his second basket of the night. Spurs have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Right side Millsap. Pass to Marshall. They set the pick. Green, the screen. No good from Lamb.
You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
Exactly. Even the top 3-point specialists in the league would probably catch heat for taking that shot.
Plumlee with a screen on Green. Levine dishes to Winslow. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And Lamb kicks to Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question, Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Robin Lopez is checked in for Steven Adams. Porzingis comes in for Paul Millsap. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And it's Teague in for Kendall Marshall. Outside Aldridge. And Beal kicks to Aminu. San Antonio with the rebound.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism. Was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
Booker, he's checked in for the Spurs. Teague with a clean look. On the high post, he drills it. Teague's got 5 now. The 76ers trailed by 6.
And, you know, regarding Lamb's development, most scouts felt the weaknesses he did have could be ironed out over time. Well, there's still time. He needs to improve his strength, his ball handling, and his effort on defense. All things well within his control.
Teague, the pass to Porzingis. Lopez, a screen. Rubio against Teague. There's the screen. The pass to Porzingis. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
That one from long range. Aminu's got his second bucket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Wade passes to Porzingis, and Booker kicks to Teague. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Now, here's Aminu. Wade is covering. 76ers moving the ball around. Beal's shot is good.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
There's the pick. And Teague, here we go. Here's Booker. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rubio. Beal with it. Picked up by Teague. Beal dishes to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. And Rubio kicks to Aldridge. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And it's 6 points for Aldridge.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Teague kicks to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. The layup good by Wade. Wade's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
And Rubio kicks to Aldridge. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter. Well, Greg, for Brett Brown and the Spurs connection, he was an assistant in San Antonio for 7 years, was really indoctrinated in how the Spurs conducted business, Clark, before coming to the 76ers.
Yeah, he's got an interesting accent, too, a mix of Boston Australian from where he grew up and where he spent a lot of time, but no doubting his passion and his coaching ability. He's good in both.
He was actually a head coach for Australia for a while in international play. That one is off.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Marshall, he's checked in for Jeff Teague. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. When you look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Look now for San Antonio. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Henderson for Booker.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Aminu. Rebound San Antonio. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
Clock at 4. The drive by Green. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. There's 1:38 left now here in the second. Clock at 6. Passes to Porzingis. Shot's good. Marshall making the play.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Aldridge, the pass to Aminu. And he dunks it down. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number.
Siema. Nie, ja tylko wszedłem, bo widziałem, że Wojder jest. Witam.
Cześć, Karol.
No siema. I nie wiem, co jest grane. Czy gracie projektem, czy co?
Siema.
Ja ligę gram,
O, okej.
ale na ciebie też czekam, panie.
No możemy dzisiaj coś ciupnąć, bo ja dzisiaj cały dzień...
To ja może się odezwę, Karol, żeby ci nie skłamać.
This early.
Koło 20-21 mojego czasu.
Dishes to Henderson.
Nie mam problemu, ja będę cały dzień.
No to fajnie, to będę ci, ale lepiej ci na PS-a nie pisać, czy na forum?
And stolen by Aldridge.
Na forum.
Nie grajcie w tą grę, kurwa, ona jest zła.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and try to get another possession after that.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end.
O ty kurwo bezszkolna.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Now, here's Rubio. And there's the feed to Beal. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And we're through the... Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Looking at the game Beal has been having, he has 8 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Hairston is out there with John Lewis. Then it's Jarrett Jack. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Levine in the 2 spot. Plumlee with the screen. Levine kicks to Lewis. And the jam by Levine.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Just 5 to shoot. Kicks to Tolliver. With the floater. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Tolliver. Wade comes in for Gerald Green. Booker, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Teagan for Kendall Marshall. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Teague. To tie. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Jack dishes to Lure. To the wing right side. Back to Plumlee. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Outside Teague. There's the screen. Now Booker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Offensive rebound. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Porzingis.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And Jack kicks to Hairston. Feeds it to Levine. Lets it fly from 18. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. And that'll be his third foul so far. San Antonio making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Wade outside. Right side Teague. Lopez outside. The dish to Wade. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
The 76ers leading by 3. And here's Rubio. There's a screen. Five on the clock. Beal from long range. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Beal's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. San Antonio calls timeout.
And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever. We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16. And even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
And going back to Rubio, Clark, his natural instincts in every phase of the game, as Greg was just talking about, are really second to none. In 06, he led Spain to a championship, registering 3 triple-doubles and 1 quadruple-double. Wow.
And despite those gaudy numbers, you just never know with an international star if, in fact, his game will translate to the NBA. Rubio's game obviously has.
A different look now for San Antonio. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Lamb in there for Dwayne Wade. Teague against Rubio. Outside Teague. Booker the pass to Teague. Just 4 to shoot. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And the jam by Beal. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Adams dishes to Lamb. It's stolen by Aminu. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Aldridge kicks to Aminu. 76ers moving the ball around. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Ricky Rubio Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game, and after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
San Antonio making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Here's the screen. Millsap has the open look. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid got his third rebound tonight.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
To the wing on the left. Now, here's Marshall. He's covered by Beal. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
2 shots.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Wade, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Aldridge has got 10 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Millsap kicks to Adams. Embiid with the steal. Here's Aminu. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 9th assist in the game now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And now,
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Spurs. Teague comes in for Kendall Marshall. Teague against Price. Outside Teague. He feeds it to Wade. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
San Antonio calls timeout.
your Spurs dance team.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game, and I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Justice Winslow. Zach Levine.
Millsap a screen. Pass to Porzingis. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
D-Wade with an excellent pass there.
Here's Price. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Lure can't hit.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
.132 left to play in the third. And now Philadelphia on the break. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Lamb. Spurs trail by 14. It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game, instead of being the 6th, they would have been the 2nd.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
Shot clock at 3. The offensive rebound. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Wade.
And against the Clippers, the Spurs didn't have home court advantage. I mean, ended up playing a big part in that series. They ended up losing in Game 7 in Staples with some questionable timekeeping, but that's not why they lost.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And that Spurs series sure didn't feel like a first-round matchup. I mean, you could have easily have seen either team playing for the title, regardless of who won the series. Both teams acknowledged that it felt like a conference finals matchup.
Lopez, he's checked in. For San Antonio. And the 76ers also making a change. Plumlee's checked in. The pass to Levine. There's the pick. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Winslow's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wade passes to Lopez. Down low. Here's Millsap. And he slams it one-handed.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers on top. Leading by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. They've got Dwayne Wade, Jeremy Lamb out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Teague, and it's Lopez in the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Spurs trail by 16. Wade dishes to T. Back to Wade. Millsap kicks to Wade. 6 to shoot. Millsap a screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his third personal foul.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years. But he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Rubio against T. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The Spurs shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Lopez a screen. Teague kicks to Millsap. Lamb passes to Wade. 5 to shoot. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
And the free throw, no good.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
There's Beal with the 3. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Aldridge with a screen on Teague. Beal dishes to Aldridge. Poked loose. Millsap with the steal. Teague the pass to Millsap. Dwayne Wade on the wing. From 13, LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he gets it to go. And that's 12 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Wade left side. Tries a 3. And it's Wade again missing. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to Denver. Embiid the screen. Here's Aminu. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Teague kicks to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Nice shot from the wing.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Aldridge a screen. Passes it to Beal. It's stolen by T. Got a hand on it. And Rubio kicks to Embiid. There's Beal with the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Millsap. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Here we go, San Antonio, please.
Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and we're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Lopez. Gerald Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Kendall Marshall subbed in for T. Lamb with the ball. Now Beal defending. Rubio comes with the double team. Green kicks to Millsap. Again, Millsap missing. Philadelphia leading by 10. Rubio outside. He dishes it to Beal. He kicks to Aldridge. Takes a shot at the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out. Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Rubio with it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Millsap's against Aldridge. Another miss by Millsap.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Rubio outside. Dishes it to Aldridge. Shot to stop the drought. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Millsap a screen. The drive by Green. Here's the 3. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Paul Millsap.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Rubio with it. Guarded now by Marshall. It's tipped. Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Beal. The feed to Marshall. Outside, Green. Kicks it to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Adams. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Here we go, San Antonio, please.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works, that they feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
A different look now for San Antonio. Porzingis, he's checked in for Millsap. Booker comes in for Lamb. And it's Teagan for Marshall. And he makes the first. You know, Clark, losing teams handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope. And a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system, but it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point, though.
Lure dishes to Price. Feeds it to Levine for the three. And that one's good. Price. And the 76ers lead by 10.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Teague can't hit.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Here's Lure. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Teague. Pass to Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Porzingis has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for San Antonio. The dish to Winslow. He feeds it to Lure. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yes. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Teague kicks to Green. Offline with his 3. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Philadelphia.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field goal percentage and pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Excellent effort tonight.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for LaMarcus Aldridge. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And so Adams nails both of them. Here's Price. .29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The pass to Lure. Puts it up from 17. That's good, and it's Price with the assist.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.